So I just got home from my first Pointe class. For some reason, these shoes do not fit right anymore.
I started taking private ballet lessons and it has been awesome. Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of Back on Pointe. This is a series where I will be tracking my pointe and overall ballet progress as I start to dance again. I was able to take my first pointe class in a really long time pretty recently, and that class was a little bit of a disaster. I couldn't roll on pointe without my shoes just popping off my heel. They just wouldn't stay on. So the teacher was trying to help me out by spraying some hairspray in the back of my heels. Apparently that's what people tend to do when the heel of the shoe just won't stay on. They'll just spray a little bit of hairspray on your ballet tights, and then that should kind of help the heel of the shoe stick to you. Nothing was really working, so I spent the majority of my first pointe class just trying to fix my pointe shoes.
So I just got home from my first Pointe class. For some reason, these shoes do not fit right anymore and they keep sliding off and they are doing me no good in class. So I'm going to try to kind of mess around with them right now and see if I can get them to fit better. If it goes well, I'll keep them. If it doesn't, I think we're gonna get a new pair.
Because I was using elastics for ribbons, they weren't going to really grip onto my feet that well, and I needed to sew the actual elastic of the heel much tighter than I normally did so that the shoe would actually stay on. There are more pointe classes in my future, so if the first one doesn't go well, it's not really a big deal. And I did have the second one already, and that went way better. I will insert some clips from the second pointe class. You can tell my feet are cramping really badly here, but I still had a lot of fun. It's just such a weird feeling to go back on pointe after a while because everything feels foreign. I wouldn't say I feel like I'm a new pointe student because I don't really have the fear of, oh my gosh, am I gonna break my ankle? Which I definitely had when I first started pointe. But because I was on pointe for a bit, now that I'm coming back to it, I know that I'm not gonna break my ankles. I don't really have that fear or that hesitation to do things. So that's really nice to not have that mental block, but it is still foreign and difficult just because I just don't have the strength to do a lot of things correctly. I've been able to dance so much recently. I am realizing my back pain is coming back, and that's super scary for me because the back pain I am talking about is in the exact same area as where I had my first back injury that really took me out of ballet. To address my back pain, I started taking private ballet lessons, and it has been awesome. With private ballet lessons, there are kind of a few different formats that they can come in, and I will give you the two main ones that I've seen so far. So one reason why a person would want private ballet lessons is because they are working up towards a performance. The whole private lesson will be to work on the choreography. So that means that the dancer will come really early and warm up on their own, and then for the whole entire hour or whatever duration of time the lesson is, the teacher will just do the choreography with them over and over again, record them, help them make corrections, and help them nitpick at certain things in the choreography. And the second reason that I've seen people take private lessons is, the reason why I'm taking it now, is to improve technique, which means that you are essentially doing everything that you would do in a normal ballet class in your private lesson, but you're doing it slower and under a lot more scrutiny.
Like you're good in standing tall. And then it's when you get to the bottom of the plie, when you start to come up, there's a little like tuck to come up. So we want this to be the straight line, right? Okay, so demi plie, right, that's good. And then come back up and make sure that you press these muscles together, right where my hand is. Really press, keep pressing, find them. That's it, you're getting there. Press there. Now, here's when you come up. Don't tuck. See, you're tucking. See that?
Yeah. Okay.
And watch it. Yeah. And then going down is great. So you're gonna squeeze your tush, but it's the
I feel like I lost it at some point.
Yeah, yeah. You? Yeah, good. Just keep that same and don't try to do more with your knees. Yeah, exactly.
When you have to break down your technique that way and do it that slowly, you start realizing all these tiny little problems with your technique. And for me, it's hard to not hyper focus on these small problems and just feel like I'm doing everything wrong and that I'm a terrible dancer. I'm trying to be kind to myself and treat myself like I am a beginner, because in a way, I kind of am a beginner. I do have the advantage of dancing ballet a lot a few years back, but because of the break and because a lot of things have happened to my body in between that time, I'm relearning a lot of things again. I am just trying to keep in mind at how privileged I am and how fortunate I am right now to be able to dance and take private lessons, because when I was younger, dance was not really a thing we could afford. And I just feel really grateful to be able to dance right now. And that's the thought I try to keep in my head whenever I get in my negativity spiral. And another thing that I try to keep in mind is that my experience being able to dance ballet the way I want to is so limited. I'm trying my best to just enjoy the process for as long as possible, because I would really, really hate to be in my 40s and at that time I won't be able to dance pointe, and to think back on my ballet journey and to just know that I spent years and years of my ballet journey just beating myself up for not being good enough instead of enjoying it the way, you know, dance is really meant to be enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching it this far. Some quick updates. The beginner lessons will be up probably at the beginning of 2022, which I'm really, really excited about. All right, until then, see you guys next time. Bye.
That, yeah. And you want to just shorten the space. Yeah, and you want to keep this, yeah. Yes. And then you want to keep lengthening. Again, feel like you felt, yes. Oh, great adjustment.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just don't have to move from here.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Better, better, and then you go all the way up. Now let's straighten this, and then stay up tall. Stay up tall. Pull those kneecaps all the way up. Yes. There we go. All the way. It changes the shape of
The
your
shape
legs.
is so different, yeah.
Shake it out.
Whew.
You feel okay?
Yeah, no, the shape is just, I've never seen my legs do that.